Hi, this is Ajanta ma'am. Do watch my videos for a complete in-depth analysis into your short stories, poems as well as your Shakespeare. Today I will be explaining you the poem John Brown by Bob Dylan. This poem is extremely important for your upcoming ISC board examinations. Now, Bob Dylan's poem John Brown is an anti-war poem, as Bob Dylan talks about the horrors of war and how war not only destroys a soldier physically but also mentally and emotionally. The poem talks about the sufferings of the soldiers because of the war or the ravaging war. In the first stanza of the poem, Bob Dylan writes, John Brown went off to war to fight on a foreign shore, and his mama sure was proud of him. He stood straight and tall in his uniform, and all his mama's face broke out all in a grin. The poet here talks about this very young soldier called John Brown, who is preparing to go on a foreign shore to fight a war that has been ravaging. His mother was proud of his son, and he grew up to be a soldier. And the mother knew that one day he will not only make her proud, John Brown will come back with a lot of medals and to make the nation proud as well. His mother cannot get enough of how her son looks, how straight and tall in his uniform he looked. So John Brown was going to one such war, and he will not be back for quite some time. The mother is so happy about the fact that John Brown is leaving, going to fight a war. Oh son, excuse me, you look so fine. I'm glad you are a son of mine. You make me proud to know you hold a gun and do what the captain says. Lots of medals you will get, and we'll put them on the wall when you come home. In this stanza, the mother is in complete awe of her son. She's so happy and proud by just looking at her son, her brave son who will hold a gun. She is happy at the thought that her son is going to fight the battle and will hold gun. She said that her son should follow all instructions given by the captain in order to get lots of medals. And once he comes back with those medals, she will, display the medals. Here, what is the mother doing? The mother is trying to glorify war as it was a way to win medals. She did not even once think whether her son will come back to her alive or not. Therefore, without knowing the mental and the physical trauma that these soldiers, these young soldiers go through in these wars, they are far, far away from their homeland, and they face this mental and physical trauma. The mother is absolutely clueless. In the next few lines, the poet writes, as that the old train pulled out, John's ma began to shout, telling everyone in the neighborhood, that's my son that's about to go. He's a soldier now, you know. She made well sure her neighbors understood. So, as the train pulled out of the station, John Brown's mother, the very proud mother of a brave son who is going to make not only her proud but as well as the nation proud, she made sure that everybody knew that her son was going to fight a war and bring medals, and he would come back with these medals and he would make everyone proud, including the nation. John Brown's mother's ignorance is seen here because not once does she feel about the fact that whether her son is going to come back alive or not. And therefore, the mother's false propaganda about war and the soldiers can be said is a result of complete ignorance. Next few lines, she got a letter once in a while and her face broke into smile. And as she showed them to the people from the next door, she bragged about her son with his uniform and gun, and these things you called a good old-fashioned war. So in the fourth stanza, John Brown's mother talked of nothing but her son, who was out there fighting in the war. She got letters from him once in a while, and that was enough for her to show others that her son, it was like a proof that her son had gone to a faraway foreign shore to fight. And the letters reminded her more of the fact that her son, tall, handsome son, wearing his uniform and carrying a gun. So, this was again a glorification of the good old-fashioned war, where poets and writers, everybody glorified war. Then letters ceased to come for a long time. They did not come. They ceased to come for about 10 months or more. And then the letter finally came saying, go down and meet the train, your son's coming home from war. In this stanza, the letter from John Brown ceased to come for a long time. And then suddenly one day she received a letter which said that she should go down to the station to wait for the train as her son was coming home. And this was a final message that she received, and she was extremely happy that her son was finally coming home. Continue to watch my videos for a complete analysis into your poems, short stories, and Shakespeare. Bye for now.